Good evening. We'll call this meeting to order. It's the Planning and Zoning Committee meeting for today, February 18th. And we do detect a quorum with Councilmember Allen present, Councilmember Benedict present, Councilmember Cap present, Councilmember Cortez present, Councilmember Gadd present, Councilmember Gordon present, Councilmember Coopin present, Councilmember Parker present, Vice Chair Rutherford present, and Councilmember Vo present. Thank you all for being here. We do not have anyone signed up for public comment. So without objection, we will move on to the agenda. Starting with the consent agenda, and I'll read off the numbers of the consent agenda, and if anything needs to be pulled off, please let me know before we read the captions. The consent agenda consists of resolutions RS 2025-1049, 1050, 1051, 1052, 1053. Bills on second reading consent, BL 2025-707, 708, 709, 710, 711, bills on third reading consent, BL 2024-681, 682, 683, 684, 685, and 686. Do any of those need to be pulled off consent? All right, I don't see any objection, so without further ado, I will read the consent agenda. Starting with Resolution 2025-1049, a resolution authorizing the Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County to accept new public sanitary sewer manhole for property located at 1111 Gilmore Avenue, also known as 12 South Townhomes. BL RS 2025-1050, Bradford Gamble Parker, resolution authorizing the Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County to accept new public fire hydrant assembly for property located at 120 Air Park Center East, also known as Strictly FX. RS 2025-1051, Coop & Gamble Parker, resolution authorizing Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County to accept new public sanitary sewer manhole for property located at 110 20th Avenue North, also known as Tempo by Hilton Project. RS 2025-1052, Gamble Parker, resolution authorizing the Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County to accept new public water, sanitary sewer, and sanitary sewer force mains, fire hydrant assemblies, and sanitary sewer manholes for 3 properties located at Cane Ridge Road, unnumbered, also known as Parks at Cane Ridge Phase 2B. RS 2025-1053, Coop & Gamble Parker, resolution to amend ordinance number BL 2023-1700 as amended to authorize the Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County to abandon additional linear feet of public sanitary sewer main, public sanitary sewer manholes, and public fire hydrant assembly, and to accept additional public sanitary sewer main, sanitary sewer manhole, and fire hydrant assembly for property located at 825 6th Avenue North, also known as Modera Sobro Phase 1. Our bills on second reading, BL 2025-706, 706 is not on consent. Make that BL 2025-707, Coopin, Porterfield, Gadd, and others, an ordinance approving a greenway conservation easement between the Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County through the Metropolitan Board of Parks and Recreation and Germantown JV LLC for greenway improvements at 1420 Adams Street. BL 2025-708, Kimbrough, Porterfield, Gadd, and others, an ordinance approving a greenway conservation easement and a participation agreement between the Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County through the Metropolitan Board of Parks and Recreation and Green Trails LLC for greenway improvements at 4267 Ashland City Highway. BL 2025-709, Wiener, Porterfield, Gamble, an ordinance approving an option agreement between the Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County and GTLC LLC for the purchase of property located at 0 Old Hickory Boulevard, parcel 12800018100, and authorizing the acceptance of a donation of real property via quitclaim deed. BL 2025-710, Toombs Gamble Park, an ordinance authorizing Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County to accept new public water and sanitary sewer mains, fire hydrant assemblies, sanitary sewer manholes, and easements for two properties located at 1354 Brick Church Pike and Brick Church Pike Unnumbered, also known as the Nashville Youth Campus for Empowerment. BL 2025-711, Toombs Gamble Parker, an ordinance authorizing the Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County to accept new public water and sanitary sewer mains, fire hydrant assemblies, sanitary sewer manholes, and easements for property located at Brick Church Pike Unnumbered, also known as City View at Noble Heights. Bills on third reading, BL 2024-681, Harold, an ordinance to amend Title 17 of the Metropolitan Code of Laws, the zoning ordinance of the Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County by changing from AR2A to SP zoning for properties located at 3201 Hamilton Church Road and 3124 Murfreesboro Pike, approximately 1,310 feet northeast of Mount View Road within the Murfreesboro Planned Pike Urban Design Overlay to permit 171 multifamily residential units. And the companion bill, BL 2024-682, an ordinance to authorize building material restrictions and requirements for BL 2024-681. BL 2024-683, Allen, Gamble, Vo, and others, an ordinance to amend Title 17 of the Metropolitan Code of Laws, the zoning ordinance of the Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County, to amend Chapter 17.24 pertaining to standards for form and quality of plants, all of which described herein. BL 2024-684, Taylor, an ordinance to amend Title 17 of the Metropolitan Code of Laws, the zoning ordinance of the Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County by changing from RS5 to R6A zoning for property located at 2801 Delaware Avenue at the southwest corner of Delaware Avenue and 28th Avenue North. BL 2024-685, Harold, an ordinance to amend Title 17 of the Metropolitan Code of Laws and zoning ordinance of Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County by changing from AR2A to SP zoning for property located at 4120 Murfreesboro Pike at the current terminus of Smoky Mountain Place and within the Murfreesboro Pike Urban Design Overlay District to permit 90 multifamily residential units, all of which described herein, and the companion bill of BL 2024-686, an ordinance to authorize building material restrictions and requirements for BL 2024-685. And that concludes our consent agenda. May I have a motion? Moved and properly seconded. Any discussion? Councilmember Cortez.
Thank you, Chair. I would have pulled this off, but I was having a discussion, so I apologize. In regard to BL 2025-709, it's talking about a landfill. Is that a landfill we're currently using? Like, what's the benefit of us taking that over?
So we'll pull this off of consent for discussion.
Okay, that sounds great.
All right, thank you. Does anything else need to be pulled off of the consent agenda? All right, without further ado, all in favor, please say aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. Thank you. We'll go back to the item number 6 first, which was not on consent. BL 2025-706 by Toombs, Porterfield, Gadd, and others, an ordinance approving 2 greenway conservation easements between the Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County through the Metropolitan Board of Parks and Recreation and Rogers Group, Inc. for greenway improvements at 0 Gwenwood Drive. May I have a motion? Moved and properly seconded. Discussion. And we do have a letter from the sponsor, but is there someone here from Parks or administration that wants to give us a brief explanation? Oh, okay. All right, wonderful. If you will introduce yourself in just 1 second. Public, got you.
Hey, Madam Chair, it's nice to see you as always.
Of course.
Kevin Roten, Metro Parks. This is 2 easements in 1 parcel of land, and for some reason, one of the parcel's exhibits was not put in the packet, so that's why it needs to get deferred, so we can put an amendment on this. So that's all there is to it.
Thank you, former Councilmember Roten. Always good to see you
Always
as
good
well.
to see you. Thank you.
Any discussion on the explanation for the deferral on this? Oh, and we need to make a motion for a, what's it, 1 meeting? or one meeting deferral. Moved and properly seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor, please say aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. Moving on to number 9 on your agenda, Bill 2025-709, Wiener, Porterfield, and Gamble, an ordinance approving an adoption agreement between the Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County and GTLC LLC for the purchase of property located at 0 Old Hickory Boulevard, parcel 128001810, and authorizing the acceptance of a donation of real property via quitclaim deed. May I have a motion? Moved and properly seconded. Councilmember Cortez.
Thank you, Chair. Is there anyone who can speak to the benefit of us taking this over? Is this landfill still in use, and what will it cost to remediate the land if it's not going to be used for a landfill?
Thank you. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. We have the sponsor is here. Thank you, Councilmember Wiener, if you'd like to respond.
Thank you so much. I would like to ask Sharon Smith to come up from Solid Waste to have a conversation about this and to share some information, and then I'll follow up.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ms. Smith, if you introduce yourself and then.
Yes, Sharon Smith with Metro Waste Services. The reason that we are in the process of purchasing this landfill is that this is a landfill that Metro Public Works, which is us, owned back in the 70s, and it was sold to a private individual. This landfill was then passed along to multiple people and ended up being designated as vacant residential. At some point, we discovered and heard from the state, from TDEC, that there were some issues on the landfill, and the state informed us that we were jointly liable. And by that, I mean the property owner and Metro were jointly liable. So over the past 10 years, we've been working with the property owner to go ahead and acquire the property so that we who are going to be more knowledgeable about the remediation will be able to take that on and solve the issues that are currently there at the landfill. And in addition to that, our long-term goal is to build a convenience center out in West Nashville. If you ever look at a map of Davidson County and where the convenience centers are, they're all on the east side of the county, and Bellevue has needed one for a very long time. So it's a combination of, it was not a landfill that met the current regulations that are required by EPA, which is called the Subtitle D. So this is an old landfill, basically what we probably would have referred to in the day as a dump. It needs some work, but when that's done, then we're going to be able to build a convenience center for the convenience of the residents in West Nashville.
Any further question? Oh, Councilmember Wiener.
Thank you, Chair. I appreciate it. I just want to add to that. I have physically been down within this property. While this is absolutely stunning property from above, once you get at ground level, it's not a place that's fit for habitation of anything. It's that bad. It has been disregarded and disrespected for years. This is going to be a property that is primarily dedicated to sustainability and to be respectful for this property. We've got red-tailed hawks that nest there. We've got turkey buzzards and turkeys that nest there. And we owe it to the residents. We owe it to all of West Nashville to do what we've been wanting to do for over 10 years, and that's give us a place to teach our families and teach our kids about recycling and about sustainability. And this is going to be the perfect location for that. Thank you.
Thank you. Any further comments? Councilmember Cortez.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Councilwoman Wiener. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments or questions? All right, with no further discussion, all those in favor, please say aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. All right, and moving on to the last item on our agenda, item 18, BL 2024-687, Allen, Gamble, Vo, and others, an ordinance to amend Title 17 of the Metropolitan Code of Laws and Zoning Ordinance of Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County to amend Chapters 17.04 and 17.28.065 pertaining to trees, all of which is described herein. May I have a motion? Moved and properly seconded. Councilmember Allen.
Thank you, Madam Chair. This is just an amendment that defines applicable staff. One of the things this tree bill does is expand who can do some types of inspections and allow fences to be removed and things like that after construction has happened. But there was no definition of who the applicable staff is, and I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't just Joe Blow, who empties the garbage cans or whatever. So, everybody's got their area of expertise, and I want them to be connected to trees if they're assigned to do that. So it just says that the applicable staff is either the urban forester, which is who used to do all of these tasks, or staff designated by the urban forester. So just ensuring that the people that are making decisions have some qualifications.
Wonderful. Can you make a motion on the
So
amendment?
I move the amendment.
Moved and properly seconded. Any discussion on the amendment? No further discussion. All those in favor, please say aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions?
Move the bill as amended.
Moved and properly seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor, please say aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Thank you, Councilmember Allen, for all of your great work on this bill and 683 that would definitely help improve quality of life for our residents, and appreciate all your hard work on that. All right, that concludes our planning and zoning meeting, but stay tuned for the joint planning and zoning and budget and finance meeting to discuss the capital improvements budget prioritization results. Thanks.